what got me interested in the Commem series, back when I started as a young adult collecting coins for the second time more seriously, was that I liked the fact that there were 50 different designs, whereas before I collected things like Morgan dollars and Peace dollars or Mercury dimes, but they all tended to look the same once you put them in an album. But with the Commems, there's 50 different designs. And to me, the Commem series was interesting because there was a story behind every design. And there was a history, and there was the art that went into the designs, famous engravers and sculptors. There was low mintages. I mean, I grew up thinking that a 1909 SVDB was a really rare coin because they only made 900 and some thousand coins. Whereas I'm looking at the Commem series and saying there's coins here that where they only made 2,000 coins, or only made 3,000 coins. So that seemed to be to me, a much greater rarity than in other areas. So all those factors added together to make the Commemorative series interesting to me. And of course, the Commemoratives were the commemorative coins that I'm talking about are the classic silver Commems, the ones that were made between 1892 and 1954. There are 50 different designs, and there's 144 different date and mint marks. And you can collect commemoratives in many different ways. Most people collect like a 50-piece typeset. Some people are more adventurous and go for the 144-piece set, which is a much more difficult set. But there are also ways you can collect within the Commem series. There are people that collect the Civil War issues, Antietam, Grant, Lincoln, and Gettysburg, and coins like that. There are people that collect the Oregon Trail issues because they were issued over a 13-year period. There's multiple coins, multiple mint marks, and it's a beautiful design. So they collect all the Oregons, or some people collect the Boones, or all the Arkansas. So there's many ways you can collect Commems, which is another interesting. But the nice thing, as I said, about the Commem series is that it's a very artistic series. Many of the coins would rank among the most beautiful U.S. coins ever made. Coins like the Pan Pac or the Texas, or there's many issues like that, the California. They're just absolutely gorgeous coins. And Commemoratives tone in very beautiful colors because many of them were issued in cardboard or paper holders, and people left them since they weren't bought as a coin to put in circulation. People bought them and left them in their original holders for many years, which caused many of them to take on very attractive toning. So there's a lot to like about Commems. And the other thing I like about Commems is that you can collect commemoratives on almost any price level. You know, no Commem is rare. There are expensive Commems, but there's no rare Commems. Virtually any reasonable budget can afford any of the Commems in the 50-piece series. Where the high price coins are not because the coins are really rare, it's because of the quality. So it's the rarity factor is totally a function of how high do you want to go on the quality scale. So you can buy an issue, almost any issue in Commems, you can buy a coin for $100 or $200 on this end, or you can pay $10,000 on this end, and you can buy anywhere in between. So it fits any budget. There are, when I sold my Commem set, I had I received over $1 million for my commemorative set. But it, has stood the test of time. People still tell me today, 21 years after I sold it, that it's the finest Commem set ever built. Well, I'm not going to sit here and try to make that argument, but the point is that, you don't have to be a millionaire though to build a nice Commem set. You can build a nice Commem set for, a few $1,000s. So that's one of the other nice features about it. It's a very collectible series, and it's a very interesting series if you want to look behind the surface of the coins, into the history and all the intrigue about how they came to be. So that's one of the main reasons why I started collecting Commems, and why I think they're a good series for other people to look at.